Welcome to the second video in the data center video series. If you haven't already, please check out our first video, Data 101, the Kids Count Data Center, as it will have great information to support you as you learn to navigate the data center. Let's dive into the main event and walk through the data center together. This is the data center homepage, and it's here at datacenter.kidscount.org. And what you'll see on this page is a map of the US, and you are able to select different states to see data indicators on those states. For example, we could look at our neighbors such as Michigan, Indiana, or Wisconsin, but I really recommend clicking on the state of Illinois and actually bookmarking this page. So this is the Illinois Kids Count Indicator page. And at the time of this recording, the YWCA Metropolitan Chicago is updating and providing data on 84 indicators yearly. In addition, the National Kids Count Project provides data on another 100 or so indicators from national groups such as the Population Reference Bureau. For those indicators, though, those data are only provided at the state level. So how do we navigate this page? You could Control F and look for poverty, for example. And I have poverty indicators here, but I actually recommend using the left-hand filters. So these are filter indicators, and you can search by location, and I'll show you indicators that have data for the state or the county. You can also filter by special topics such as COVID-19, youth and young adults. And then there's also other topics that are kids count topics, such as demographics, economic well-being, education, and others. Let's look at subtopics real quick. So if you click on a topic like economic well-being, these subtopics pop up, including employment and income, public assistance, housing, and poverty, just to name a few. You can also filter by characteristics down here, and we can see indicators by things such as age groups, race, ethnicity, or family nativity. So I can add that filter there. So when you select these topics, subtopics, or characteristics, they'll actually appear up here at the top. We can use the X button next to one of these filters to remove that filter. Or we could go back to the left-hand side and manually uncheck some of the filters. But also, if you want to just start all over, start your search completely over, I would recommend the clear all function. So let's see an example of an indicator actually. So I'm going to go back to economic well-being, and I am going to go to poverty. And I'm going to look at children in poverty by poverty level in Illinois, because this is a good indicator to show the capabilities of the data center. So again, on this indicator page, on the left-hand side, you'll see filters for state or by county. So you can view the data either by the state or county. You can also select up to 10 years of data if available or less. You can also look at the data by category, which in this case would be different poverty levels. And then you also could select data type, either number or percent. Currently, we have both on the table here. So moving past the filter options of the indicator, you'll find the indicator page, you'll have a title of your indicator up here, Children in Poverty by Poverty Level in Illinois. And then if you scroll down, we're actually on the table tab of this indicator. And we can select table type as either detailed, which it currently is in that format as a detailed table, or we can sort and rank. And this will come in handy if you need to sort and rank for potentially by county. So we can see what that looks like. I'm going to go back to detailed though. And also, I just want to point out that you can actually download the raw data that's behind this table. And that will download all state and county, all year data by poverty level and number percent. And so if you hit raw data here, it will download an Excel file. Also, another way to save down this information would be to either print or save this indicator page as a PDF. You can also email it directly to a colleague of yours, or you could directly share it to social medias. And last but not least, I don't want us to forget our definitions and sources, which will always be located at the bottom of the page here. This includes the definition of the indicator, the data source, as well as any data or any notes on how the data are calculated. So this is just one indicator page, and I really invite you to explore the data center for the data you may need to advocate for your communities. I hope this quick overview of the data center's ins and outs was helpful, and I'm excited to share that the next video will go even more in depth on the data center's data visualizations and report ability. So stay tuned for that. Thank you.